Hi, folks. Mr. McClashin here. I am excited to announce our first remote lesson for U.S. history to keep going. And yeah, what I found is a awesome video series. It's called America's Time, the Century. It was made in the year 2000 by ABC, and it is a fantastic collection of authentic footage and the full story and vivid detail of U.S. history. And I've got episodes that range from before World War II all the way through the early 1970s. Each of them is about 40 minutes to an hour long. And I'm excited to announce that we'll be doing those moving forward for a while. And in addition to other things, I've got a big World War II project that I'm excited about, and I'll talk to you about at the end of this video a little bit. But kind of like when we would be having class, I'm going to ask that you tune in for a while to these century videos. So here's the deal. You're going to get this form. It is a Google form, a doc, and as you can see, it has the name of each of the series titles, and then it has a link to them. Note also, it says here, skip, blah, 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 blah. There are going to be instances when I think the video drags a bit, and if you're tight on time, you can follow those. You don't have to, though. Go ahead and watch the whole thing. Bring your whole family around. Trust me. It is a moving journey. It is a moving journey to go through American history if you really do it. When you get to this Civilians at War episode, if you are not teary when it gets into the part about the Holocaust, you are not human. But folks, they are good, and it's all real footage. It's not all the best quality, but what do you got from the 1940s? It's the best we got, and you can watch it become colorized as you move through the series. Now, I'll be giving you guys one of these or so each kind of class period we would have had. So we're starting with, as you can see, the lead up to the war. So here's what I recommend, and I'm going to ask you to do. Please make a copy of this form when you get it. So you're going to go like this, and you're going to hit make a copy. Name it with your name. So you can call it The Century, America's Time. Why don't we say, let's say you're Hina Kim. Hina. Everybody else too. I miss you guys. The Century, America's Time. There you go. And you're going to make a copy. And then once it opens up the copy, that takes a second. Basically, you guys, you're going to take it, and then you can fill in the boxes. It's pretty simple. What I'm doing here is I'm shrinking the window down. Give it a sec. So that then you can even have them both open on one screen. Now, this would not work on a phone. And what I recommend is that you put the video on a big screen or on a computer, and then you get another computer to get this out. But you can definitely do it on one screen here. So here you go. So once it comes in, it's still taking some time building a new document. Then it's yours. And you can edit it. And then you're just going to submit your copy with all these boxes filled on Google Drive or on Canvas. So pretty straightforward. Like I said, I'm just going to demonstrate here. If I'm going to go to this link, I'm hitting Control, and then usually you can go to Open Link. There you go, from a Google Doc. And then watch this. This is taking a while. Here is our video. I paused it. Still not happy. But then you can take this video, I don't know if you guys have done this, and drag it and just pull it out of that and make it into a second one. And then you got both back and forth. And you can follow along the video, and you can answer your questions. It's all pretty straightforward. Do note these times that you can skip if you are in a hurry. For each of the videos, I do provide that. So some of them allow you to skip a decent amount. This one, hardly at all. Start at 3. Oh, just watch from the beginning. But I recommend the whole thing. But, so here you go, folks. That's going to be an ongoing assignment. So stay tuned for the assignment dates for that on Canvas. Folks, while I got you here, I do want to get you pumped about a project we're going to do, because obviously we are remote, so I'm thinking in terms of what you guys can get excited and get doing digitally. Come on, we're in a digital world. So I was thinking through the projects I've done, and I have a World War II project that is super fun, and it's called Systems Clash. And what we're going to do is through these videos and maybe a few talks on my part, we're going to set up that World War II was a clash of systems. This was not just nations fighting wars. This was political and economic and socio-political economic systems that were fighting this war. So you had the totalitarian communism of the Soviet Union. You had the democratic capitalism of the United States. You had the Nazi fascism of the Germans, and of course you had the religious totalitarianism of the Japanese. So we're set it up as those four major systems, and we're going to sort of explore just those societies and how their organizations and political structures were what were under competition in that war, primarily, not just armies. So in that vein, I set you guys to have an open-ended project that explores those four societies or systems in some way. So to get you pumped, I think I'm going to play one of my favorites. Actually, I got two here I'm going to show you. This one, I think I may have shown you in class, and it is a masterpiece. So I'm just going to play it. This is, of course, Systems Clash, rap style. So.
Yo, Stalin enters stage left, about to hit you with some knowledge about how profit is theft. My man, the man Marx, built the foundation, got those capitalist cucks saying, what a tarnation. We're a police state, we're teammates, we're one Barton Group. We've got total equality taking your asses to school. And now I see the point of having individual liberties, but if you'd like to see a workers' revolution, come with me. Who's the world's worst killer? Stalin. Total lady thriller. Stalin. Got my people starving like a hungry caterpillar. Stalin. If you ever see me, you should be afraid. Speak out against me, I'll have your whole family slain. But Stalin, you're a dictator using violence and fear to keep your people submissive and in line. Hold mein Bier. Sieg hallo there, it's your favorite German Führer. Here to take things just a little bit further. Oops may be a bit too far. My accomplishments certainly raise the bar. Oops, looks like I made a little stinker. All over German history, I was quite the wishful thinker. 1 to the 2 to the 3rd to the Reich. Brainwash my people cause I'm dope on the mic. Bend down, put a crown on the head of the mattress. If you aren't like me, better pack your briefcase. I'm the pinnacle of evil, I put dick in dictator. I'm about eugenics repression and ripping these haters. Live as the state, die to make it greater. Don't neglect the dramatic dictator. Blood and soil, ideas you cannot sever. Perish a Nazi, live on forever. You think you're the superior one? Oh, that's adorable. Move over, Hitler. I'll show you how to be deplorable. I've been chosen by the gods, made a country my utopia, where loyalty is abundant, flowing from a cornucopia. We start in our schools, teach our children to adore me. At the end of it all, everyone is a devotee. Religion is our life, we take it to the extreme. It controls the whole country, and I control the regime. My rule is absolute, be it in loyalty or warfare. My country is supreme, it makes you think that you can compare. Look at your little governments, oh, they are so flawed. When I'm done, you'll be sure to bow down to your new god. Come in, sit down for a fireside chat and learn a little lesson from the smoothest Democrat. Feeling depressed? Let's make a new deal. Won't touch the market, just give it a new feel. Supply and demand, ebb and flow. Laissez-faire makes a business grow. Private property and the right to bear arms, free speech and religion have their charms. Mr. President, I must contest. The rich are corrupt, the middle class is oppressed. Says you. You owe your people an apology. Equal poverty is still equality. The voice of the people is democracy's motto. Or bribery and fraud. Tomato, tomato. Equal representation and dignified leaders. We're the home of the brave. And liars and cheaters.
So great. So that is just an example of the kind of thing you can do with a computer. But of course, they're in a group. You would have to do that individually, I guess, on coronavirus lockdown. You'd have to play all four parts. You guys, I'll give you more details. Obviously, there's a much more basic way of doing this that involves a poster board and 4 squares. But let me show you one other one I think I have here. Yeah, this was a cool one that a kid made. And I know this is definitely coronavirus-approved activity here. This is... this was done with Procreate on an iPad. So this kid drew this, and you can just watch his whole process. You see I'm scrolling through. Check it out. So he sketches and he sketches and he sketches. In the end, he has 4 different sides to this that represent the 4 different systems. Very symbolic. All right, then the color comes in. It's such a cool process here. I'll let it play for the end. Huh. So on Procreate, you can just have it record each little step of the way. You guys, coronavirus is an opportunity for you to learn new things, learn new skills, especially digital skills. So anyway, it's a pretty open-ended project. Oh, we're still going. Yep, it's a pretty open-ended project, folks. You can think creatively about how you want to represent them. So we'll be using the video series as sort of classroom time and just getting basic information down. And then we'll also have time for you guys to explore something like this. Oh, look, the neighbor's cat. Hi, kitty. Hi, kitty. All right. You finishing it? There we go. And now I'll talk to you guys later. Oops. No, I won't. It's still going. Got to get to the end. And I'm going to pause it right at the end because it shows the full piece. There we go. Systems clash. See that? It's pretty cool. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys soon.